function of your own free will. And you're zipping in a flash on a daring dash down a waterfall so rapid that your ghost may splash. Splash Mountain.
Locked out. Even I can't get past the security.
When we talk about crawfish, we talk about boiled crawfish, we talk about jambalaya, we talk about crawfish bread, we talk about crawfish pasta, crawfish etouffee, crawfish wrap, and crawfish jubilee.
Welcome to the Digibowl on Fox Kids with your host, Terry Bradshaw.
Look at me. I get to host the first Digibowl. The first. Super Bowls, they come and go. But the Digibowl, now that's exciting stuff. But can't do it alone, so luckily I have two authentic Digi-Destins, Izzy and Kari, helping me. First, let's check in with my sideline correspondent, Kari. Maybe she can tell us what in the heck a Digibowl is.
Will get cancer in the butthole. It'll burn and burn and burn. They won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. He can't sit down. He's got a burning in his butthole. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his butthole. God's going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. If you thought that AIDS was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Here's that rainy day they told me about, and I laughed at the thought.
Do you have a tail, or is that your hair in the back?
あ、ほら髪の毛と下に尻尾があります。
Hair and a tail. Wow. The best of both worlds.
ああ、Thank you! 私の髪の毛と尻尾はとっても自慢の髪の毛と尻尾なんです。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, it really such a unique little character. It's mesmerizing. So anyway, I forgot the question.
Konnichiwa. ボンバットファミリーと私たちのライブ放送へようこそ。私たちはあなたの視聴とリスニングの喜びのための素晴らしいショーを持っています。今あなたのホストスコッティ・ジェイロとジェリー・ケーブルに Stay Bombad を楽しんで覚えておいてください。
Welcome to the Bombadcast.
What is going on, Bombad fam? Remember to high five Paul. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I don't know what that means, Jerry, but I appreciate it. I got your overlays for the shows. Okay. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. I love you too, Jerry. Jerry just said I love you, but in like weird binary language. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome. Glad to have everyone here. We're talking about Willow, Jared's favorite Lucasfilm show. from what I've heard. But obviously, you're here to hear us talk about Willow. We're going to cover some other things at the very top of the show, some trailers that dropped today. Some, I would guess you would assume, some Star Wars adjacent pop culture trailers. I didn't expect any of this today. It's been a good day. It's been a really good day. And it's even better now that you're watching this. This is the Bombadcast. This is a weekly Star Wars experience. That's right. It's weekly. It's an experience. Never know what you're going to get in the Bombadcast. You could either, see images like this, or images like this, or images like this, or be frightened by images like this. Bless his sweet little heart. Jared lost to me. Oh my God. Is it a year ago right now? I had to look that up. Maybe we can go back and watch that too. But that is what you're going to get when you watch the Bombadcast every Thursday. Now, every Wednesday. I was a little off time last night, but that's okay. We'll be doing Bombad Gaming every Wednesday. Got some cool stuff coming up with this. Be playing some games, some new games, maybe for Christmas. We'll see. Maybe some Christmas games. I don't know. We'll explore the aesthetics of Spyro the Dragon. With all that being said, we've got this coming up. Very exciting. Going to be good stuff. Then every other Saturday with boy, Gerald the Candle Yellow, right here. You can see it. It's a year ago tomorrow. God, this is so good to know. That's when Jerry and I whipped Jared and Spiny's ass. And if it wasn't for this man being so studious, you can see it right here. He also beat Buck O'Brien as well. How good is that? Hyperfocus gets you there. That's what gets you there. But all that being said, glad you're here tonight. I also got to plug one more thing. Lord have mercy. I'm doing so poorly. We have a Patreon, right? Good stuff. We have a very special thing coming out this month in December. I did not have the opportunity to mail everyone their wonderful October little gifts, but their December one should be pretty clutch. I'll be getting something from Charles Ashby soon about it. So it should be pretty cool. Some way say it could top the last one, TOPP, the last one. Ooh, sizzle, sizzle. But yeah, special thanks to our patrons right here. We've got Trevor, Richard Rasputin, Preston Dugas, Buck O'Brien, Alden Diaz, David at K2S Pro, Trey Mitchell, Wesley Ruid, Chase Hauser, Neil Lowry, Todd Brian Finnessy, M from Peak Moke, Michael McCoy, Brian Fry, Jeff Jared the Dark Jedi, Trivia Loser, Seth Parnell, Nick Milky, Rick Villanueva, and William Gregory Hardy. So happy everyone could join us here to hang out. I got to bring in my wonderful co-host, and he needs an intro video, so let's bring him in.
Had a little bit of money, so the Lord did me good. Got all kind of shit. Got the glow sticks, I got the gotcha bag, got the Hawaiian punch. Man, everybody won't holler at Pop what you need. I got it. If I ain't got it, I'll find it, you understand? I'm selling glow sticks. Glow sticks that go with the yay. You know what I'm saying?
There he is.
Sorry, you brought me with Popeye, so I felt like a little bit of smoke needed to come out.
Oh, like an effect
or something. Yeah, for like effect. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hi.
Jay, what did your private message mean? I was kind of confused by that. I got your overlays.
Well, that was actually me attempting to try to do a little bit of producing behind the scenes. I was gonna throw up your overlays for you. Your graphics.
I see.
I was trying. Sorry, I used industry speak. Industry speak. I know we have our words that we use for things, and I'm gonna put up the spatulars.
Yes,
stuff,
we do have our own words. We do have our own words.
Yes.
Hey, you look good. You doing okay? You doing okay?
Blibble. Oh, you didn't.
Right,
okay,
baby.
I'm sorry. We can't speak it.
No. It's like the mermaids in Harry Potter. They got to be opened up underwater. The egg has to be opened up underwater. That's a deep reference.
Exactly. Right. That was very, very niche. What's up, everybody? So what would you ask? How am I doing? Pretty good.
Yeah, good. I love to hear it, Jerry. We got some cool stuff today. Let me get something pulled up real quick.
Yeah, we are going to talk about Willow, probably the last half
minutes
of the show.
Yeah.
We just have to see. And we almost changed the title of this show, guys, because, I mean, when do you get this much big news? And I mean, you get massive trailer drops, right? At Comic-Cons and stuff. But nothing like this, man.
Nothing like that.
I mean,
this week alone, Mario Bros trailer, okay? amazing. I know you're excited for that just as much as I am.
Yes.
But also getting this trailer on top of it, which is going to be the Guardians trailer.
This one.
So,
Yes.
yeah, the music was great. We might get copyrighted for the music, but that's okay. This is gonna be great regardless.
Fuck it,
Yeah,
we own
Jerry's-
YouTube.
Jerry's hair is awesome right now. I love it when he does that. It
Thank
is
you.
beautiful.
I'm really considering getting it cut actually. So
Really?
and when I say getting it cut, I'm considering cutting it myself. Is what I'm saying because that's what I do now. I cut my own hair.
That's
So.
if you can do it, then do it.
Makes sense. You know.
All right, we're watching this one. Be ready to cry. This movie's gonna be a very sad movie, and they're setting us up for it in the trailer already. All the Guardians movies hit emotionally really hard, but this
they do. They're so lighthearted, but this one seems like it's still gonna have the lightheartedness, but it seems so final, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I love my
does.
Guardians.
Well,
Love my Guardians.
You gotta love saying goodbye to things sometimes too.
Yeah, I'm not a good Jedi.
We were gone for quite a while. But no matter what happens next,
this threw me
the
off, by the
galaxy
way.
still needs its Guardians.
Yeah. By the way, go to
Hello,
Disney Plus to
we
watch
come
this as
in
well.
peace.
This and the indie trailer are both on there. I love this anime planet. Where it's like everyone's an animal.
Come on, Drax. Seriously,
That's
dude?
so
No.
Don't
Dude,
forget where we came from.
We have been running our whole
The
lives.
colorful jumpsuits took me immediately out of it. If a Star Wars fan was watching.
Done running.
We'll all fly away together. One last time. Into the forever.
I don't like that shot.
That beautiful
That shot
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
Okay, so a few things. Obviously, before we go and see Avatar, this is going to be a stacked trailer set before Avatar whenever it comes out in 2 weeks. I mean, this is going to
It's
be
just
the
gonna
best
be-
set of trailers of all time. Like,
Yes.
I'm not even trying to, like, you got Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm sorry, you got Ant-Man Quantumania. You've got this, you know.
be on there.
This is going to be on there. Indy's going to be on there. Super Mario Bros. Guaranteed is going to be on there. Like, it's just like,
Man.
we're going to be sitting there like, I can't wait to watch the trailers before
I'm
this
gonna be a
thing
mess
starts.
before the movie even starts. Like my mascara is gonna be running. It's gonna
Yes.
be it's gonna be shitty. It's gonna be it's gonna be
Yes.
great. But it's like I'm gonna be sitting in a room full of strangers, you know,
God. Yep. I can't
shitting out of
wait.
my eyeballs. You know,
Look, hold on. Not that we have to break it down frame by frame. There's just a few things I wanted to highlight. The song, I thought it was a Guns N' Roses song. I didn't even have the closed captions on when I first watched it. It was a great
Yeah.
little song. But this planet, this is a complete subversion of my expectations. Is this some random planet that looks like? Yeah, I guess it is. Kind of looking at it now, except for the boat. But this could be America, and they just could be throwing us off with that next shot of it being these weird
think
animal
so.
creatures.
That animal suburb. Again,
or-
it's like a suburb in Dragon Ball Z because you know there's like the animals who just wear
Yes.
people clothes and that. Like
Yes.
it's honestly what it feels like.
Great opening shot.
Look at that.
One thing I will say is the color is, and this may be on purpose, but the color of this movie is nowhere near as colorful as
No, it's muted.
as the previous two, which is kind
Yeah.
of upsetting because I love the Guardians movies for all the rainbow flare and all the color and the
Yeah.
sparkle. This
Well,
looks
we
like a
got
Star
those-
Trek movie.
Yeah. Well,
Know what I mean?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got the colorful jumpsuits for sure.
Yeah,
Apparently
true.
these are from a comic run. I guess these matching outfits. I never knew they even wore matching outfits, but again, like you and I don't really follow the comics.
No, let me ask you this: did you watch the holiday special yet? Because I haven't had the opportunity to. I'm excited to watch it. It's good.
Yes, and they decided you paused the. Oh my god, you paused that. So
it
poor
was
lemur
the noise.
child.
It was the noise. The dong, the classic dodgeball noise that got me. Just slammed, and they're all freaking out.
It's just like absolutely insane.
Oh man, but yeah. So the holiday special was good.
Yeah, holiday special is good. Had a moment towards the end that I was in tears. I was like, "What?
Oh,
Thanks,
wow.
James Gunn. You had to
Always.
like a very heartwarming.
Yeah,
like had me
that's
tearing
awesome.
up.
That's beautiful.
They gave a lot of good.
hearing that.
Pom Clementoff, they gave her a lot of really good. Like Drax is always a standout and everything, and
Yeah.
Mantis has always been one of my favorites since
she
they
showed
brought
up.
her
Yeah.
in the second one.
Yeah.
But she's got a lot of really good stuff in that
really?
holiday special, and so I'm
Oh, I
hoping to
can't
see
wait.
a lot more here. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Seems like it is going to continue.
Yeah. This shot leaked at Disney.
I remember seeing this shot. This is what makes me.
This is incredible. Oh, this hurts.
This is what makes me so sad, and
I
I
know.
don't like any of the foreshadowing we're seeing, which it gets misdirect possibly.
God.
It really feels like they're setting up Rocket to die.
I know. And then that brutal.
I don't like it. You're killing the. It's
the
just
family
maybe
dog.
bad to call him the dog, but
Yeah.
they're a little more pastel. I guess so.
Yeah, they are. But this is weird
They're not
because
as
there is
bright.
no Rocket. Maybe there's a Groot somewhere, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this is
I don't like how
the
it's
crew is
shaping up.
You've got Cosmo. You've got what's his name?
Cosmo,
What's
yeah.
James? What's James' dog? James Gunn's brother?
Kraglin.
Kraglin. You've got
Kraglin.
Groot, like a stocky Groot. Looks like practical effect Groot, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you've got is that Quill being carried? I think it's maybe.
It looks like it's Quill. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that Groot is the one that's in not to give you any spoilers. That's the Groot that's in the holiday special.
Okay.
Is that version? And it did look pretty practical.
Yeah.
Like it felt like. I mean, honestly, they might have freaking Vin Diesel in the costume. Who knows? I don't know what he likes to do. I know he's a nerd.
He is a nerd. That is true. Look, Addy, what's going on, Addy? What's going on, everybody? Andy. I don't know why I said Addy.
You saying Addy?
Addy, yeah, I got a student named Addy. That's why.
Hey, Addy. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, this is the part that messed me up.
Oh, I'm.
Oh my god, with the Zune in his earbud, like the earbuds in.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a lot more development of them.
And I don't know if it is him because that seems like it's a moment where something bad is happening. He's like, I'm done running. Like, let's end this kind of a moment.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Which could be anywhere,
And who the hell is this guy? Do we?
I was gonna say, is
villain?
this? I was trying to look and see. Like, I don't really know who that is. Maybe it's Mephisto. Just kidding. Sorry, everyone.
No, that's great.
It's time where lands are green and skies are blue. So I'm interested to see Gamora because, like, we've set that up back in Endgame that Gamora is technically back. Gamora from another universe.
Yeah.
And then she's not with them. And so
know.
I've been wondering what's up with that. And if they were going to, and here we are finally connecting that again. So I'm interested to see that storyline. That shot of Rocket.
I know this is what looks like Star Trek to me. This looks like JJ Star Trek in like the best way possible. I love those movies.
A little bit, yeah.
But this shot, color wise, like even though the grass is like that weird shade of green.
Yeah. It's very, very, very serious toned for even a trailer that starts off with them. This is the shot that I hate.
Yeah.
But that's honestly, that could be it. They're putting two shots together there. that could be a shot from when they're changing, when they're like putting Rocket through like the transformations that they do on him. You know.
Oh, well, this is the shot I do not like.
That's a very
Screaming this made me tear up sitting next to Katie watching it because I almost couldn't believe what I was like. There's no way they're gonna like. There's this, regardless of what you're looking at, this is gonna be a sad ass moment.
This is gonna be
Chris Pratt. You know, as people for some reason don't like him. I don't think he's that bad of a guy. But like, you watch this and you're almost like, God, he really is a great actor though. Like, this is a horrible face. This
Villain
is like
the high evolutionary.
God, and what's the music building to it? Let me just play that for a second again. I mean, that is a freaking amazing trailer like edit.
One last time. Into the forever and beautiful.
God bless.
Rocket's got a little otter friend.
Yeah, and it looks like
lover, something.
It looks like he's younger here, so I would love if that's Rocket now, but I can't tell. But yeah, to see it, is that maybe what they replaced Rocket with? They replaced him with an otter. He's kind of genius once they kill him.
Yeah.
And then the return of this guy from
once they kill it. Yeah, which it looks like it might be something to do with Adam Warlock and everything.
Yeah.
We know that they kind of screwed the gold people over. Listen, I bet we sound adorable talking about this to people who
Harbulary batteries.
Harbulary batteries.
Annulary batteries.
Ambulary batteries. That's my favorite. He goes, ambulary batteries.
Yeah.
That is Adam. Yeah. No, that's Adam Warlock. But I forget what the species of gold people were called.
Yes. No. Yeah, I understand. And Andy, I don't disagree with you. I just know there's a lot of terrible people in Hollywood. And
there are some.
There's some that are worse than others, but like, I don't know. Like, there's people that we probably all like that are probably horrible people. And I'm not saying I know anything, but we've heard stuff that people really like to worship in our fandom, and then they're just not good people. Like, I don't know.
It's
Jerry and I've been told a few things.
Yeah. Again, I will just go ahead and say I don't align with Chris Pratt's like belief system and possible politics. It's very, and again, I just don't know how much of it. It feels very like you're talking about, like other things that we've been told.
Yeah,
it feels like that iffy ground of
it is an iffy ground, and I'll admit it. I'll admit it. But it's
you're welcome to believe what you want to believe as long as you believe that human rights are just, it's not political. It's just everyone deserves to have rights and shit like that. But
100%
whatever.
agree. And if anything, these movies teach us that, especially this set of ragtag people.
Right.
Yeah,
we got here Anthony Mackie doesn't tip at strip clubs. That's not cool. You should always tip no matter where.
And he's from New Orleans. There's a lot of those in Bourbon. This shot of Adam Warlock, which we know is a very powerful being, smacking Nebula in the face. Ooh, I'm not ready for that because Nebula is one of my favorite characters, one of the best developments. So now you got Gamora in the mix. So yeah, I'm really curious how they're gonna pull this off. It's gonna be interesting. This movie is not gonna. We are Groot at the very end. This movie is not gonna be a very happy movie. Which I don't know. They're kind of letting you know that.
Like they might go for this big, every one of those movies has had
super
very heartfelt, emotional moment.
Yeah.
From Peter dealing with the loss of his mother in the first one to Peter realizing that Yondu has always been his actual dad.
Mm-hmm.
He may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
I'm your daddy. That's a great line.
Just
yeah. Oh yeah.
So it can still be the Guardians we love, be final, and have a gut punch because they all kind of have a gut punch. This might just be the biggest gut punch. Wow. Okay,
Jesus.
Andy coming out swinging. All right, I like it. There you go.
Dang,
well,
that's
Drax
a baller
isn't
claim.
Past this movie.
That's not the one I expected.
I don't know. Drax to me just feels. I don't know. They have to be really like selling us with like the whole rocket. Like Rocket's got to be like a red herring, right?
Yeah.
It just feels like we're really focusing on that, probably because like what the High Evolutionary, I believe, is who experimented on Rocket, correct?
Yes.
So, Drax and Rocket, y'all see. You know what I'm gonna say? I think it could possibly be like Mantis, and I don't want it to be, but they've,
God, that'd be hard
especially with
too.
the holiday special, it feels like there's a little something they're setting up.
Drax and Rocket are gonna die. What?
Jesus Christ!
You
what do
might
y'all
as well
want?
kill off. You might as well kill up everyone. I'm gonna be honest
Just
with you.
blow them all up.
Just kill them all.
Blow up the entire ship because they're done. So whatever. We don't need
Yeah,
any more.
kill two of our favorites and just that's what we're gonna do. Damn. Well, this movie also had a trailer
Just kill
today
Chris Pratt.
that we did not expect. That's true. That we did not expect. Oh my god, an Indiana Jones trailer. Now Jerry and I, we had found leaks of this trailer online, and we had obviously watched the
You're
watched
not
the
supposed
leaks.
to say that though. You're not
Oh,
supposed to say that.
well.
No.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Regardless,
We've seen
you.
This is
Shaky
floating
cam.
around. This is
Yeah.
floating around.
But
So
it's a
there go
different
those press
version.
packs. Damn it.
There's a little bit of different shots in this one.
Yeah, it's it's more complete. This is they showed a not final thing, you know. Batista doesn't want to keep being green.
That's right.
But it's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Well, you want to get it rolling, Jerry? Want to check it out?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's check this out.
Then we'll talk some Willow, Jared's favorite Lucasfilm show.
I miss the desert.
I might cry again.
I miss the sea.
Love that shot.
And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Already so many iconic shots.
Come and gone. Perhaps not.
I don't believe in magic, but a few times in my life, I've seen things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
Dial of Destiny.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
Related.
Get back.
I'm not gonna lie. James Mangold's got the visual storytelling down to a T. I mean, like, sorry, not the visuals, not the storytelling, sorry, the visual aesthetic, like down, like it couldn't look more Spielberg if it was shot by anyone else. Which is
no, unless it was just shot by Spielberg,
like the way the light looks in this scene, like all of it.
That shot right there.
The kinetic energy. I wouldn't be surprised if Spielberg did direct the scene, but like it is so obviously a humongous homage. And you know, you and I think Alden Diaz in the same exact theater. We were super scared it would just be called Indiana Jones, you know, or Indiana or something stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I was prepared for it.
Me too. Me too.
But that it has a pulpy title.
Yeah,
it's just I am a fan of. I love things. I love a thing having its package that it comes in. When it kind of deviates from like I don't know, like I love when if you do an indie movie and it has the same opening. It has this, I don't know why. It's call it comfort or whatever. I don't know. It just I love that.
I agree. And you know it's funny. This right here, when I first looked, I thought they were gonna do. I think there was a video game called like Indiana Jones and the Travel or something to Atlantis or something. The the journey of
Yeah.
Atlantis, and like I
Journey
was like,
to Atlantis.
there's no way they're doing this, and I'm like, just from this shot alone. But this movie has one of the more interesting titles, one of the more vague ones. You know, Crystal Skull
The
was also
Dial of
pretty vague.
Destiny. I haven't
The
Googled
Dial?
it.
Okay, so is it? Do you think it's a
I
real
haven't-
thing?
I'm wondering
is
if
the
it
thing that
is because
sets
we have
you
a lot.
off.
So this
This
really did because like
sets
there
you-
was a rumor a long time ago that he's
Yeah.
going after the rumored Nazi Bell, which was like a rumored Nazi deep science experiment, like deep,
Yeah.
like insane cuckoo science, where
Yeah.
like essentially they, I guess, had figured out how to like reverse engineer a UFO.
Yeah,
It's basically a Nazi UFO and or time machine kind of a thing is what it. There were a lot of rumors, and of course they want those rumors to continue, you know, because at the time,
Yeah. This is also interesting too, is because why would he be teaching it? Like, I don't know, like, because he's an
Yeah.
archaeologist. Like, I don't know, like, I want to get my hopes up for that because it does sound cool, and maybe it is involved. But I mean, this
it may not be the MacGuffin. Obviously, it might just be like, here's some of the weird things the Nazis have done. You know, 'cause
Yeah,
truly,
that's true.
And I love that we're going back to Nazis. It seems like I
Yeah.
hope that they stick with that because I mean, you know, it's a big theme these days of, you know, fascism never really got stamped out.
Yeah.
And stuff.
You
It
can
kind of
see it.
persists. And to have him look back at the things he was fighting the Nazis, you know,
Why he was fighting them in
about
the
what they
first
were
place.
doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know, like maybe have like it just seems like maybe even that guy who's chasing him on the motorcycle, that new
Yeah.
kind of villain, blonde villain, you know, he might be of German descent, it feels like. But you know what else I love about this is that they had like 3 or 4 punching shots like in a
Yes.
row, and they were pretty much all Nazis. And it's just, it feels like a very like, nope, he's gonna punch Nazis in this one. Don't worry.
I agree.
So, yeah, Kanye West not welcome. At
No.
Indiana Jones apparently, or he's not gonna like it because they're mean to Hitler.
Yeah. Look at this. This is amazing. Oh my God. What an
So you know they have
incredible-
that in the bank now.
Yeah.
So what's to stop Han Solo from showing up?
Oh my God. This is
And
so
Mandalorian.
beautiful. Yeah,
It
because
looks
he
so
would
good.
probably do it to act with Mark Hamill again. I think they would obviously
Yeah.
do something together. God bless. Yeah, and look, there's Matt Mikkelsen right there. Obviously a
He
Nazi.
looks
You can
so
see-
good. He looks just
you
like
can see
Totra.
yeah, exactly. You can see the SWAT stickers in the background, and whatever they're looking at, obviously, is super important. They do the classic Spielberg flashlight in the shot, lens flare,
Flashlight, and then
great transition. Great transition. Yeah, this is cool. This turret on top of the train, I think, the back of the train.
Yeah.
It's made for a really good action sequence for whatever's happening. Look there, and look there he is de-aged again. I didn't even notice that shot.
I think there's going to be so I think that entire train sequence is a flashback.
God, look at him.
Like when he's up on top of the train and
Mhm.
you have Toby Toby, what's that character actor's name? He's brilliant. I love him.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? He's in Captain America. And now he's in this.
yeah.
He usually
Yeah.
plays, if there's anything to do with the Nazis, he's like tertiarily involved in that movie.
Yeah.
Usually. Toby Jones, right?
That's it. Yeah.
I love like that part where he's like Indy, when he cries out Indy. I feel like that whole sequence is a flashback now. Just
You're
with
probably
seeing him
right.
on the train de-aged. And now I'm starting to wonder, are we gonna get how much flashback are we gonna get?
Yeah, you're right. It could be really good parallel storytelling where they do lots of flashbacks in between this and that. That could be the case. Man.
Possibly,
I
you know, like
I love this line right here. I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe it, but how much you believe it. God, that's actually a kind of a wild looking shot. I don't know if I like it. The
That's-
shot right here of like his face being so.
it kind of looks like
still.
Leslie Nielsen
Yeah.
on the back of that
It
horse.
just- look at
Like
that.
Naked Gun 36 and 2/4 or whatever, you know.
It's like you would think his face would move a little bit more. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. I noticed it when I first watched him. Like, this is kind of a weird
Like
shot.
you're saying, he doesn't look like him for a second, but maybe it's just
No, it's probably masked on there.
He's an
Oh,
old
that-
man now.
Yeah, that's definitely a stunt double with his face mask on there.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, he's 80 years old. Like, there's limits to what you can do.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
scene's
This guy.
awesome.
I just said so he's got the little Hitler mustache too. That dude's definitely a neo-Nazi.
Yep.
'Cause this is the
100%.
60s, right?
This is the 60s, and I think it has to do with the first Mars missions. I don't know. Let's see. It says
The first mission, the moon landing, right?
So it says, I can't read backwards, but it says something clearly right there. Hold on. Let's turn this thing up to high resolution, or it might be purposely blurry.
Enhance.
Let's see. You can't even read it.
No, yeah. You're not meant to. Not until the movie. No.
I think we saw on like some,
they jumbled it.
Set shots that it has it. It's how hard you believe in. Yeah, they had the pictures of the signs. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, another flashback sequence, I think, on a motorcycle. Let's see. This is wild too. I kind of like that it's a return to form. I love Crystal Skull, but it's also kind of a nice, like, it looks a little mythic, and then maybe it could be Nazis. Like, it could be a combination of all of it.
Yeah. They might pull a whole like the Ghostbusters, the video game, tried to combine the stories of 1 and 2, kind of make an Evo Shander the villain, and then Afterlife even does that. So maybe we're doing a thing where we're tying everything's kind of all tied together, kind of a thing.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. This is the one that blew my mind the most. What could
it doesn't have to be either, but yeah.
This is interesting. Inside of the, I would take it World War II fighter jet.
It's like a World War like bomber of some type.
I don't know what they're witnessing, but this looks pretty. Doesn't look a world. It looks like it's from a different world. Looks otherworldly.
Yeah.
Then there's young Indy right there. Another great shot. Takes the gun. I don't know what's happening here. Someone's drowning, and I don't think it's him. No.
I don't know. It kind of looks like him
a little bit. Some water moving. It's a flare, I think. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, this whole sequence is going to be classic Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah. You got to have the fun chase sequence.
Yes. Always through the city. Felt very James Bond when we were watching it with his goddaughter, which I'm excited to get more lore about that. I hope we know more about Mutt, too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I hope at least Mutt gets name dropped. However you feel about Shia. I just like the lore being like, being acknowledged.
It's established. It's there.
I don't want them to pretend like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull doesn't exist because you get allowed
people didn't like it.
Like monkeys on vines.
So stupid. Well, I'm looking forward to this trailer, and you know what? The reason why I think we should have discussed this, and which we did, happy we did, is because this is the very first time, and I told this to Nick Milky earlier, and I think Alden brought it up one of our group message. This is the very first time for those that are watching that Lucasfilm has ever had this many properties putting out things right now. Obviously, Willow's what we're talking about today. Same year. All different franchises, though. But some of the biggest franchises there are, besides Willow. Willow's still fairly small, but to put Star Wars products out, like 5 things out this year, to put Willow out, to put out a new Indiana Jones. I mean, there's just lots of moving parts that Lucasfilm has never had to do. Like, it's so weird. We've come such a far way from the TFA being like the only focus. You know what I mean? Like, it was for a long time. It was like, here's every other week, here's another new image from The Force Awakens, and this is what Maz Kanata looks like. Now we're at this weird area where we're kind of left in the dark until the show comes out, and then everything else comes out after that. It's kind of nice though. I kind of like this way more.
It's interesting. Well, then we got if you want to talk real quick about a couple of little, we got the release date for Mando season 3.
Oh yeah, March 1st,
which was March 1st. Here it comes. Someone Todd DeGrossier was already saying, make it March Mando Madness or something. That's what it's going to be.
Oh, I agree.
What we got?
Look, I'm going to text it to you. I can't say this live on air.
Okay. Well, but then also.
I'm not kidding.
You bastard.
I am not kidding.
You exactly bastard. That is a very good day for
I
Scotty
know.
as well. So,
every 10
there
years,
you
I
go.
guess. I guess it's a good day.
Every 10 years, something good's going to happen to Scotty on March 1st.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
that's
the other
funny.
thing that was interesting was that Daisy Ridley, for some reason,
Oh
it
my
could be whatever.
God.
Daisy Ridley posted that little picture of the Yoda statue at Lucasfilm on her story.
On
which
this
could
day
mean
of all
nothing.
days. I know, but on this
Could
day
mean
of all
nothing.
days. Or it could be
Yeah.
an old photo
I'm
that
looking
she
at
took.
something drop while I'm waiting for something to drop while we're on, you know?
And it's funny, wait, I don't know if you saw, but Alex and Molly always go on vacation when Star Wars stuff drops.
When
And
big
it
things happen.
That happened again to them. Bless their hearts. They work so hard for us.
Oh God,
man.
Andy, you're not wrong. Yeah, it really does. It feels like a time capsule this year.
It is nice. And dude, with our main discussion being Willow, like it's so funny. This week, I don't know what it was. Kay's been studying a lot for law school, so she's got her next 2 exams next week. So thank God she'll be done with that. I haven't seen her that much these past 2 weeks. But that being said, I've been home a lot alone recently, and obviously I played Fortnite with y'all one night, but I also took the time to watch King of the Crystal Skull just to kind of get my brain back in the zone. And very fitting that I watched it. The 2 nights ago when she was studying, I went and watched Willow. So like I'm kind of going back into these other properties, kind of like, man, we're gonna get more of this, and I'm very excited.
We love Star Wars. We love Star Wars, but Lucasfilm is so much more than that. And I think I presented the question too. What do you think the next big Lucasfilm property is going to be? Do you think they're going to? We got our adventure. We've got our space fantasy. We've got our fantasy, like high fantasy, with Willow. What else we got coming up? You know, what do we got coming down the pipe?
Alden actually brought it up.
Inevitably, something's coming out.
What was the
the Children of Blood and Bone.
Children of Blood and Bone. Yeah,
I don't count that one because it kind of fell through.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What kind of genre do you think I'll ask that. What genre do you think they should go for next?
The beautiful thing about Star Wars that you can almost, in sci-fi in general, and Ryan Johnson said this in an interview that I listened to recently, that with sci-fi you can kind of go through any, real like facet of storytelling. Like Mando's done that for us. Like sci-fi has an ability to do horror, like I wouldn't want, well, look, here we go. A political thriller. We already got that with Andor. So like, there's like,
you could put anything into Star Wars.
Yeah. And the same with Indy, if you really wanted to. Like, I'm sure they could do an Indiana Jones animated show, or they can do, maybe like a
that's possibly in the works too.
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
Yeah,
so
they could do that. They could also do, God, I don't know. You could embellish more on Willow. Willow's been amazing. We'll talk about that in a second.
Honestly, that world needs the most fleshing out.
Cool, it's so good.
I really enjoyed these first 2 episodes, but yeah, let's.
I wouldn't know what else they can do. You know what? This is not bad. Look at Alden. What a brilliant man. American Graffiti as a series. That is wow. That is very interesting. I agree. They could do a reform of it. They could mess in that universe because that's a rich universe. Ron Howard could maybe reprise his role as his character from the first one. I mean, I don't know. There's some things that I think we could really get. Like, I wouldn't mind weird stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind more art film stuff, like early George Lucas projects being published.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look, there's one I've always wanted to, I haven't shared this with y'all, but there's one really cool George Lucas, it's just artsy, early films. Like, obviously, I would love THX. I would love other things on here.
THX.
God, I wonder if I can find it. There's one really cool one that I watched recently, and it's not even kidding. It's just like him filming lights go by on the side of a car. And that sounds really silly, but like you watch it and you're like, this is actually kind of incredible. Or a look at life. Like, I don't know, like Lucasfilm has so much opportunity to bring new ideas and new people in. And I'd imagine, I mean, we love Ryan Johnson, and I know he's got a trilogy planned, but like, why might not give him his own IP? I think Alden even said, I'm just taking Alden's ideas. I'm sorry, Alden. I know you're watching right now.
Yeah.
Like you have all these people that want to have the assets of Lucasfilm. You might as well go and do something, there through them. I know another great example was Sean Levy doing Free Guy. Free Guy is not Lucasfilm, but like he made his own IP that's going to be successful with a movie that good. So maybe Lucasfilm will throw a bone to someone with a creative vision. It could be Favs, it could be someone else to be able to do it. And look,
Yeah.
Andy said perfect right here. Where's it at? I just missed it. Where'd it goes? The Radioland Murders. Where did that comment go?
Oh,
that was
hold
them.
on, I
That
got
was
you
Will.
right here.
That was Will.
It's Will.
Yeah. Yes. Rick McCallum or whatever. I mean, like, do a historical drama. I know George Lucas loves the 50s. Look at this. There you go. So I'll bill you later. I know.
saw, yeah.
I'll send you money. And it's not
my lawyer
though.
call yours.
The Andor arc is though, so it's just as good as THX 1138. You can maybe watch that and get some satisfaction out of it.
I mean, honestly, like, what do you think if they? What would you think about them taking on and creating their own superhero kind of universe?
If it works, it works. I mean,
you know, kind of.
I'm
That's a
not saying-
very geeks and gamery idea. I'm sorry, but I was just like, I'm trying to think of like a style of film. You know,
Sure,
Like, you got,
sure,
like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, here's our adventure world. Here's our
God.
space world. Here's our fantasy world. You know, like, what is it? Here's our superhero world or something. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of like, because when I'm thinking Lucasfilm, I mean, I love all the artsy stuff too, and you know, I've honestly never seen American Graffiti, so I'm a fake fan.
Great movie.
But I'm thinking more, what is like to me, Lucasfilm's always been like, what are these? It's like stories you read to your kid before they go to bed or something. It's like bedtime, like tales, like legends, or like, you know, something like a tale told around a campfire, not a scary one, you know, like a
Sure.
something like that.
You know what's funny? I wonder. I think one of the fitting ones. This is kind of unfortunate now, but I think
Red Tails. I had so much hope for Red Tails and stuff. It's good. It's just.
I think Ryan Johnson could have easily have done, you know, the Knives Out series and movies through Lucasfilm. I wonder why.
Honestly,
I wonder if
yeah.
that was brought up, because that would have been such a Lucasfilm thing to have. Like,
They really missed that
they're
thing.
quirky.
Like, to have their
quirkiness.
mystery thing.
Yeah,
you know.
I wonder. Wait, this something popped in my head. That Lucasfilm could successfully pull off a Labyrinth-esque puppet, you know, like that kind of practical effect show. Now, I'm not talking like, you know, the Muppets or Sesame Street. I'm talking like Crystal Skull kind of, or even like Labyrinth. Like if they did a
Dark
Labyrinth
Crystal?
sequel, something, or Dark Crystal. Yeah, like they have so much ability to.
I just
mess with
Netflix
it.
bring back the Dark Crystal. It was so good. Bring back the series.
Our
Why
friend
did you stop
Shannon
it? It was
Moran
Game of
worked on it.
Thrones with Muppets. It was so
Yep.
good.
God,
Anyway.
I would also love, like, you know, with Lucasfilm, it's always been an outlet for special and creative people. Like, they've always harbored, you know, at Skywalker Ranch, like very important interviews and discussions there. So I would love for them to carry on that. Like, it's like the Joseph Campbell series I like so much was filmed there, and like that's where it was all filmed at Skywalker Ranch. And I'm like, drop that on Disney Plus, or like re-put that out, put a documentary out about Joseph Campbell or anyone, you know, like they have these tools at their hands. And if Lucasfilm's branching out, then I really think they should and they could have the opportunity to go somewhere else. Well, see, there you go. This is a prime example. More Studio Ghibli, a 90-minute, like, imagine if it wasn't just Star Wars, it was its own thing, you know, like a Lucasfilm
just something
canoned story. Like, it doesn't have to be Star Wars, not to be indie, it doesn't have
Just
to
like
be
under their
Willow.
banner, like something kind of
Yes.
like that. Yeah. Very interesting.
And like,
absolutely.
So this actually would tie perfectly into Willow. So there was
Well,
a
hold
lot
on.
of.
Andy's got a great idea here. I love their idea. I wonder if they could do a sort of mashup movie. Take a samurai movie, Western, some World War II elements, sci-fi package. That could be cool. You know, that could be cool.
That could be cool.
A Howard the Duck reboot. That I don't know why they haven't done anything like that on
I know.
Disney Plus yet. Honestly.
Like a 45-minute thing. I agree. But I'm watching Willow, man, and the whole entire time, like, you know, Warwick Davis doing an incredible job as always, but you're watching it and he's literally saying light, dark, good, bad. Like, he's like dropping Star Wars isms.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's
Very
playing the Luke
Campbellian.
role. It's very Campbellian. So to kind of talk about that real quick, I watched Willow 1988 Willow, and there's a lot of reasons why I love it. The title of this show is Why We Love Willow. But I watched it about 5 years ago with Katie because we were bored. We're like, I've always heard this is a great movie. I know they're working on it. At the time, they had just announced that they were working on the series, so we got to watch it. We got to be prepared for it. And so we're watching it, and like we kind of fell in love with it. The little brownie characters, all the little, the lore. It's very fantasy. In fact, to me, it's more fantasy than Tolkien. Like it's got like more of like whereas Tolkien's like realistic fantasy, this is more like fantastical and more over the top.
This is more fairy
whimsical
tale element.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you watch the other one growing up? Did you watch 88 Willow growing up?
So I did watch 88 Willow. I saw it a few times and everything. I remember my mom liked Willow. If it was on TV, she's like, "Oh, here's Willow." We never owned it. It was one that I knew existed and I'd seen bits and pieces of. But honestly, I'd never really watched all the way through until like a year or so ago, whenever it was on Disney Plus. And even then, like, it was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
Rewatching it, I rewatched it this weekend before, we were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
To prepare, I wanted to prepare because I am excited because it is like, again, I'm a nerd. So I look the art stuff. I love, I'm a film nerd as well. I love good film. I love art film, but I love nerdy stuff like the fantasy, the adventure, I'm a very genre loving person, kind of like Ryan Johnson is just like a fan of genre and things like that. But I really, really, really kind of dig. I was like, I want to get into this. This is going to be something probably going forward, like I want to get more into it. It's another side of Lucasfilm. It's another thing, another adventure that you can dive into. And I kind of love that kind of stuff. But no, I honestly feel like it's like whenever Squidward tries a Krabby Patty for the first time and he's like, "Oh, the wasted years." It's like, oh man, like it's and what is it my favorite movie ever? Probably not, but it's really fun. It's really fun charming. And it's very charming. You can't go wrong with Warwick Davis because we've seen him host panels and stuff. And I mean, not to get into the show yet or anything, but like, I mean, it's basically like watching a panel at Celebration, but but more acting, kind of a thing. So he's very charming.
You watch that first movie, right? And you kind of taking it all in, and it's even kind of self-referential that it's kind of a silly, flick. Like it knows it's silly. And I think Ron Howard obviously has gotten to be a much better filmmaker since then. But like it was his first endeavor with Lucasfilm, and like you're watching this movie and you're like, wow, there's actually a good bit of it here that's kind of sick, like there's some really cool aspects of Star Wars in here. There's some really cool aspects of just fantasy overall here. There's different approaches to things that I guess I'm not quite familiar with when it comes to, what you're used to when you look at fantasy. Like we all have our picture in our mind when we think of like fantasy monsters. And I think of the Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. It's like my typical fantasy monster, right? But then you watch Willow and they have that crazy two-headed thing. And I'm like, this looks like nothing in fantasy to me, but it is. I mean, it's inherently fantasy.
Well, it was like a pig frog thing. I mean, it was something, honestly, this is Dungeons and Dragons before Dungeons. I mean, well, at that time it was already out and all that, but Dungeons and Dragons before they made a good movie, and they still, I think some people would argue they haven't. I haven't really seen many of them. This was that,
It's got that Jason and the Argonauts feel. You know what I mean? It's kind of got this like, yes, I can watch this and take it seriously, appreciate it for the artistry. It's got some really cool themes in it, like especially the climactic ending of Willow not really being able to use magic, but he uses his own form of like
his
illusionary.
trick is how he
What's the line in Arrested Development? It's not a magic show, it's an illusion. What's Job's?
It's not magic, it's an illusion. Yeah. It's not a trick, it's an illusion.
It's an illusion, yeah. And that's all it is, right? And like I think the storytelling is actually somewhat brilliant in Willow. It's got that Back to the Future thing. Like there's every everything that's mentioned in Willow gets paid off in Willow. And like, you can't knock a movie for having the chance to do that. I know it sounds weird, but like, you can watch movies that know they're making a sequel, so it doesn't get paid off there. So you watch this. I never heard Mazes and Monsters. Okay. Ron Howard.
I honestly didn't know that one either. Tom Hanks.
So
I'm in, you know,
I'm very, very entertained watching Willow a couple nights ago. And like, I'm like, this movie is just so charming with the baby. It's almost got a Grogu kind of thing going on there. You know, I'm like, this is kind of interesting. Like, I wonder if
you
John
hooked me with the kind of the father figure of the little girl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
absolutely.
it hooked me.
I'm in.
It hooked me to watch Warwick Davis as a 17-year-old like play a dad. Like that hooked me, and like the fact that the bones and all that stuff meant nothing. You know, it's just to get that character to move to the next step in the hero's journey. I mean, that's all. I have that picture of Joseph Campbell. It's all that, you know, like, you know, the best line is, which is the magic finger, like which finger has the magic in it. And Willow knew the whole entire time he was supposed to say himself, but he still chose that. Like there's some cool themes in this. I'm watching this movie going, this is pretty cool. Like I'm digging this. Like Katie, when we watched together, she really liked it. So I don't know if you get like, you know, casual fans and, you know, people that aren't as crazy and analytical as us to enjoy it. That says something. That says a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know? But yeah, the movie was great. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did watching it now. And it's set, oh my God, there's so many visual gags that it sets you up for in this show. And I guess we can talk about the show now. What were you expecting?
Spoilers, but you
we're
guys
talking
have had a
spoilers.
couple days to watch it. So
what were you expecting? Because we watched the trailer together. Or we weren't together, but we're in the same area.
Yeah.
What were you expecting when that first trailer dropped? Because I was like, oh, I didn't think that was going to happen. I actually, know what? I lied. I called that shit. I said we were going to get Indiana Jones and Willow stuff.
Saying, and Willow,
I did say that. And no one, people on Twitter were like, no. It's Lucasfilm panel. I called that shit. But that trailer hyped us up for something special. And so far it's paid off. Like,
absolutely. Well, and to be honest, I hadn't watched, I think, the trailer since Celebration. I rewatched it right before everything and going and just remember. I remember being like, "Wow, that actually looks or whatever." Good. It's the newer trailer looks really good. And I just remember that was a crazy reveal though. Regardless of it did feel like they were setting us up with like the clever naming of things, you know, maybe the careful naming is what I mean. But and then here we get to November 30th, and I got up like I always do. I wasn't going to like I wasn't going to.
So you did what I didn't do. Whereas I didn't wake up early and like immediately watch it in the morning. So you did. And were you like smitten with it? Were you like, oh man, I love this?
So I was already up. I was planning on getting up again. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen I've gotten a new job and everything, you know. So I getting up. I didn't have to be to work until like an hour after, like until 7 a.m. But I was getting up at the time because I'm gonna have to start going at 6. Yeah. And so I got up and was like, well, I'm already up because I want to make sure that I'm, you know, getting on a good schedule. I'll just throw it on. And I had enough time. I ended up just watching both of them. And I was just so delighted. It's just so good. It was just so.
I love that.
It was very entertaining. You know, it was just very entertaining, very, very fun, especially after like Andor. Andor's very good. It's got that oppressive feel on purpose.
Yeah, but we've talked about this privately. Yeah, I completely agree. Like watching
felt like wow, this is just relaxing. It's fun. You know, I'm laughing. The creature design is effing cool of those new bad guys. I love the dude who's basically the mouth of Sauron.
Oh yes,
and everything from Lord of the Rings. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, look at this. Here. Yeah. Andy. Willow is a very bold movie. You don't see weird stuff like it really anymore. It's not a franchise. It's not a remake. It's not based on a book, and it's so original. It is
100%.
And now we're getting the continuation and everything. It's I mean,
Mhm.
it's more of a franchise now. It's I
Yeah.
mean, I guess technically because we've got more of it
Coming. More on the
Yeah.
line. Yeah,
But
it's weird. You kind of go into this show, at least to me, with little to no expectation. And I felt bad saying that, but like I didn't with a Willow series wasn't something I could truly hype up in my mind. That sounds kind of mean, but like nothing about that movie. The movie is so final with its storytelling that you almost
Yeah.
go, yeah, like this is perfect. I know we already said it, but like it's a bold movie and it's very much in its own universe and it's very much its own thing. So like when you say there's a series coming out, you almost go, how? Like the only thing you can pick up on is the what's the word I'm looking for? The archetypal, like, child, prodigy, child savior,
Right.
messiah figure. But like you really take this in and you're watching it and it plays really well. Like to know that what's the lady's name?
Sorsha.
Sorsham,
Sorsha.
and that Willow had a kind of a falling out. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of compelling, Willow
Yeah.
predicted this years ago. I'm like, oh, okay. And she called him not a wizard. I'm like, this is kind of wild.
So the movie, like I had forgotten that it had so much to do with the baby girl and stuff, and that
Yes.
so Elora Danham, as
mhm.
we learn her name is later.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be the end of that queen and she's gonna rule, but then the queen ends up getting sent to
Killed.
the netherworld or killed or whatever.
Netherworld.
Whatever she was gonna do to the baby, which is send her soul to the netherworld, happens to her essentially. And I mean, I thought like, okay, we haven't really no one's really been portrayed, like no one that they've had on there is like listed as, oh, I've been cast as Elora Denham. And
great twist.
Or Dannon. And
Or
yeah,
Dannon, yeah.
there is a twist in there
Grogu
that one of the
twist.
characters one of the characters
Willow.
that they have hired, she is Elora. And
Well, that's the one that
I
shows
thought that was a
up.
great
That no one wanted around. The one that's in love with Eric. And like the
I
Eric
saw it coming a
reference is
mile away,
great.
but I still loved it.
Did you? Did you? I didn't see it coming at all. I didn't think it'd be her.
Well,
I thought it was gonna be Aaron Kellyman's character.
I
'Cause
thought
of
it
the red
was for a
hair.
second because of the red hair.
Yeah.
But it was so I will amend my statement. I started to see it coming as soon as she caught up with them towards the end. She catches up to them, and I'm like, oh, something about her. She's Elora.
Yeah.
I bet
Yep.
she's Elora.
God.
Just again, it doesn't have to surprise me. It doesn't have to be, but I mean, it was still a surprise,
Yeah.
It just it's just fun. It just feels
Yeah.
so
and
safe.
I was gonna say
maybe it was a word, not safe.
No,
but-
safe's good.
Not in a bad way though. Not in
No,
like a
I
like,
agree.
oh, they made a lot of safe choices because they took some big swings.
They did. Like there's a lot of really good, and you only get this when you've got good writing. And John Kasdan's a great writer. We got Solo from it. And
Right.
Solo had a bunch of this too. A lot of just really personal character moments. Like when Willow and his daughter are talking. And like literally I'm seeing that little girl. Obviously it's not the same actress, but I see that little girl flash back in my head from the 88 movie. And I'm like, my God, like this is kind of cool. Like this is really kind of a personal thing that her dad's going on another quest, because it happened to her when she was a little girl and he came back to be a wizard. Like there's some stuff here that I'm really kind of vibing with. And like, the idea of that that knight being possessed is kind of cool. Like they really are playing in a kind of a different world. And this is, like we said earlier, this is kind of what Lucasfilm should be doing. And they're really kind of going for it right now. It's pretty tremendous if I say so myself. Like there's been some really cool moments in the show alone that I've been like, okay, like this is different. This is good pacing.
It's a new thing to get excited about, It's like,
yeah.
I love having a brand new thing. a brand new toy. It feels like getting a brand new toy, you know, that I can play in my sandbox with and everything. And it's just here's Willow
Exactly.
to fill not a void because we've got tons of stuff, but it's like here's just something else that you can get lost in if you want to.
I
And
agree.
I love
I'm
that
looking
feeling.
I'm looking up how many episodes it's supposed to be. Do we know? 8 episodes.
It's at least running to.
8
I would say it's at least
episodes.
running to January. So
January 11th is when it's running till. Man, I was
and then
really
I believe we'll have
impressed.
Bad Batch. Bad Batch. What day is Bad Batch come out? Well, it's running right up against it, right?
Let me ask Google. Hey Google, when does the Bad Batch season 2 come out?
On the website StarWars.com, they say it
That's
is
a good
time
one.
for the new era. Watch the trailer for the new season of Star Wars, The Bad Batch, coming to Disney Plus January 2023.
Cool. So it's probably
January
going to drop
2020, just in January.
It's going to probably
It's going to be that month.
Yeah, and then Mando March 1st. So Lucasfilm's like, I'm so happy. Every Wednesday for a while, we're gonna be waking up early and really enjoying stuff. I can't wait.
Yeah, man.
It's so weird. Like I've missed the Fridays. I'm not gonna lie. Fridays were the shit when they were coming out. That was awesome. Just to like lead into the weekend. I would be at work just like I would make every Friday, at least when I was teaching you know, certain subjects, I'd make every Friday like a fun day. Like I got Star Wars this morning. The lessons are going to be easy on me, but Wednesday's been kind of a different experience. But I like it. It kind of gets you through the rest of the week. Kind of enjoys.
It's a good hump day experience. It's a good break. It kind of breaks it up a little bit for sure.
It makes Wednesdays.
Then you have something to talk about the rest of the week.
Exactly, and we can enjoy this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm watching this new Willow series, and like there was some de-aging too when they de-aged the lady that plays Sorsa and Sorsha and Warwick Davis had like the goatee was a wild look. Looks very much like
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
It's like in his Obi-Wan era.
Then what do you think of his future premonition and his like Luke on Crate era look? Did you see that when they flash forward?
Yeah.
No, Patrick, nobody.
It feels like, so don't get me wrong. We've been talking, it feels safe. It feels, you know, like a warm blanket.
Yeah.
There are stakes though.
Yeah.
In this. Willow's not guaranteed to make it out of the Willow series.
Oh God.
You know?
I don't even want to think about that.
Think about that. I mean, I don't think they would, because honestly, that would be pretty like give Warwick Davis is finally getting his spotlight.
I agree.
The man has deserved. I mean, he's been doing celebrations, but the man deserves the world. Scotty's got to wrangle his cats. Actually,
sorry.
He actually Scotty has 15 cats. No one knows this. He likes to talk about one of them.
They're all named Willow.
There are like 15. He's got 15 lovers that go with that one cat. They're all lovers.
They're all lovers.
They all writhe around at his feet. Anyway, so
you're not wrong.
what was I even saying? I don't know.
You were saying how there's high stakes. Like, could Willow not make it out of this short story? And it,
but like,
it
just
really
how
could
he
happen.
It could, but again, now that I say it, I want to take it back because I don't want that in the universe. I want, sorry, Brian.
I know,
Brian, stop disrupting the show. 15 cats, all named Paul.
All named Paul.
But no, like I want to take it back away from the universe because I kind of just want the story, and the story's already written.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to, if they decide, you think they could decide, hey, let's do Willow season 2.
I mean,
what do
they've
you
got to
think?
have things. They've got to have things in the works. I'd imagine.
I'm already enjoying these characters a lot.
We know from
all of them.
from friends, but we also know from just being observant people, Netflix usually greenlights 2 seasons in a show.
Yeah.
I think most I know I was going to bring that up next, actually. I think most shows that are streaming now are guaranteed 2 seasons. But I hope Willow is also guaranteed that same thing. And Andy, I completely agree. Unbelievably great representation. I mean, truly, like the you know, the girl kissing scene. Yeah, that was just it was pretty awesome.
Well, honestly,
but it was also number 2. It wasn't like it didn't feel like anything shoehorned. I don't know. It just felt supernatural. There was a really good relationship building up to that moment.
It was
I
you
don't
could
know.
feel that. You could feel the
Yes.
romantic tension building up. In fact,
Yes.
when it happened, I was like, I knew it.
Yes,
Like,
of
yeah,
course, of course.
yeah. It's like when these characters that you're seeing the sparks, you're like, no. Don't marry him. You want to marry her. Like you want to be with that person. You're not supposed to be
Yeah.
with them. You're supposed to be with this one.
God, that
And
works.
you have that from the beginning because they have that whole flirty sword fight and everything, on the rocks.
Yep.
And again, straight white cisgender males here. So we don't dare speak where we, like
No,
have
but we
no,
like watching. Hold
but-
on, we like watching girls kiss.
Well, that's not what I was gonna say.
Okay. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with
What
you.
I was gonna, God damn it, Scotty. What I was gonna
Buddy.
say was it feels very genuine. It feels, and I don't
Yeah.
like, because I know sometimes like I can feel like, whenever your favorite movie, Immortal or Eternals.
Oh, here we go. Eternals. Loved it.
You
Sex
like.
in the
I thought
Sand.
that the couple. I thought that the gay couple in there was done well. But
Oh,
apparently, like,
well,
it
that's
wasn't up to
great.
snuff for a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But like, and so I'm just saying, like, I it feels like this is doing things right out of the gate. I heard
I
that
agree.
well, our friend Chase, they were at the premiere, and they said that there was just immediate, like, just cheers and applause with that. I mean, it's like, it's just, that stuff is happening, but it's not happening in big media like Lucasfilm stuff. And Chase said it. A lot of people have said it. Well,
this part's really
Andy,
important.
they've said it too. Andy was. I was just looking. They said it online just recently too. Like, look, Lucasfilm, like, we love you. It's obviously you want to do this, but Star Wars needs work. Like, we have these characters. Like, we have characters actually say, "You're my girlfriend. You're my boyfriend,
and I love you."
On stage, have them kiss on stage, on screen.
I agree.
Yes, that's what
the
I'm talking
best
about.
line. The best
it was
line from
there,
Andor,
but it was just subtext.
was when Mon Mothma's husband's like, "You getting married? You found a man yet?" Like that. That was that was enough for me to go, "Ooh, he knows."
Perrin.
Perrin. What a
Perrin.
dick.
God damn it, he knows how to dress, but he is a fucking a-hole chode.
He is. So wait, this is funny. Bring this back in. We got another a-hole chode. A-hole chode. We have another a-hole chode in this with the character of Eric, but like, he's that Steve Harrington season 1 type. Like, you almost kind of love him.
Yeah.
You're like, man, you're such an asshole, but like, you're one of those ones that like fits.
You're a fun asshole.
For him to be named after Matt Mardigan's like kind of like rival or friend that they had from the first Willow movie, I was like, oh, when they said his name was Eric, I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of dope. Like, I can get behind that. I like that. That's nice, But that being said, like, great character. I mean, classic, like, felt like an 80s movie character. I kind of loved it. Like, you don't know any of the girls you're kissing. The hair was beautiful. God, to have hair like that.
So
holy
he did
shit.
feel very much like an 80s character. Like the way like it starts out with them making out and everything like that.
Yes.
Like, okay, yeah.
Oh, it's so dope.
This is such an 80s movie. It's such an 80s movie.
Oh, I love it.
It really feels like it.
I love it. And like, I don't know, you take in so much of this stuff, and like, obviously you've got these 2 kids that are, the children of, kings and queens, and the fact that Matt Mardigan, has a daughter and a son, and like, they both really resent him. And there is truly no like he's dead references in this show. There's also no, and that's what I was going to bring up. Super subtle. Just the and then the cat.
Truly. I love that. His father's himbo son. Yes, absolutely.
God,
the epitome of a himbo. Absolutely.
Yes, but like, what I was getting at, they didn't say if Val Kilmer was dead. They just said he's gone. And they talked about the chest plate that Mad Mardigan had.
Yeah, the Curious,
God,
or whatever.
He's showing up. He's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be just like. Did you watch Top Gun Maverick yet? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. You were saying
something.
They were saying something about him showing up. Yeah, go ahead. I haven't seen the first Top Gun.
Okay, well, he plays a character named Snowman, and Snowman shows back up. But like, how they do it's really brilliant, because they talk about how he's got some sort of throat cancer, esophageal cancer, and because I don't know what Val Kilmer has. Really, I don't know his medical condition is, but he can't speak. Like it hurts to talk,
Yeah.
and so like he has to use a little text bot or he writes things out. But in Top Gun, he's typing on a computer to like convey his speech. And I wonder if they're going to. I said Snowman. It's Iceman. Thanks, Brian.
I was gonna say, even I was like, Snowman doesn't really sound like the name, but
It's not
you know,
badass.
I know
So
things.
I think in this show, I think they're really going to be able to pull off maybe an AI voice, maybe something. I don't know. I hope they can, because I love Val Kilmer and he's got such a sweet face.
Yeah.
He's got such a classic, iconic look. I think he shows up. I think he shows up 100%.
Yeah.
Just
no,
by
I mean,
how they're alluding to him.
It does feel like there's at least going to be a reveal.
Yeah.
About what happened to Mad Mardigan, because you know, we're still figuring this out. It's a fun little mystery, because like you said, like that's Willow is such a complete story, the film, and they've already set so much up in this series that I'm in. I'm like, I want to go for this ride with you. I want to see what's going on. You get that vision that Willow's having of like that very Avengers-esque one that Tony gets of everyone being dead around him. You've got, I don't know, all these characters who like, there's something like that prince. There's something more to that prince that was going to be, you know, she was going to be betrothed to. Kit was going to be betrothed to.
Because he knows so much about language, which was interesting. He's like, I'm a language guy, and he has one of the best scenes in the whole episode where he's talking to her about her with the plant and everything. I'm like, this is going to be the love triangle.
Yeah,
it's going to be Eric. What's her name again? The blonde chick.
Elora,
yeah, and then the prince. Like, I think there's going to be a pretty cool, I guess, emphasis on their relationship throughout this, because she obviously is going for Eric, but that little moment of him being a genuinely good guy with no bad history, kind of having that moment. I mean, I actually was kind of on the edge of my seat by the end of that episode, which is shocking.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd say that about a Willow show. I was like, oh no, what are they going to do? Like, we're just going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, is it really? I didn't hear about that. That's interesting.
Wow.
And then we've also got Will here, Val's son. Yeah,
I followed Will on Instagram the other day. It's pretty cool.
Will's a good follow.
All penis pictures. It's kind of odd. All of it.
Jesus.
And it's
we're batting well today.
Anyway,
well,
first 2 episodes I think are fantastic. I'm genuinely looking forward to when we wrap this whole season up again. Maybe Adam Fraser will come back. I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
We'll have to,
if he wants to, it's going to be the new tradition.
We are not planning on doing a weekly show like for Andor, unless there's a great outpouring, but we can't. So Scotty's like, sheesh.
Based on our Andor views from their patrons, I don't think it's not. I think our patrons just like supporting us because we put stuff out. Maybe it's not desired content.
There are sugar people. It's our sugar family. We don't have sugar daddies or mommies. We just have we have our sugar people. We have our sugar family.
Exactly, which we're fine with. I'm fine with that. But yeah, and there won't be any recap shows like Andor, but I can guarantee you this. When Mando comes out, there'll probably be a recap.
Night, Andy.
Mando. We love Mando. Mando's kind of our bread and butter when it comes to what we like about Star Wars. But I'm looking forward to the rest of this series. I hope Warwick Davis is happy with the role he's played. I mean, it's been really special. I'm very happy with it. I'm very much enjoying what we're getting.
I just more roles for Warwick where he is just he doesn't have to wear like prosthetics, makeup, or anything. I know he's big in it, but like just have him be him like he is in this, because he's so good. That's just my one thing that I hope comes from this, is that he at least gets more roles in whatever, just being himself. Bring back his character from Solo, please. But anyway, it's been great. I can't wait to see where it's going. It's good stuff. Thanks for just thanks for chucking money at us.
Yeah.
You fools. We
Of
appreciate
course.
it.
What's up, Michael? What do you think?
I believe he's got the that is the spellbook of Bavmorda. If I am knowing if I'm remembering my Willow lore correctly, right? Actually, Michael turned Warwick Davis into a dog and keeps him at his house.
Wow,
Do
that's
you know
cool.
this? He's got Willow at his house. There was
that's true.
That is Warwick Davis.
There he
Michael
is in
practices
Michael's house.
sorcery
On this.
That's what Michael actually looks like. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Joe's chest.
To Joe's chest for no particular reason at all, other than just.
I mean, you could
being
eat popcorn off of that thing. I mean, come on.
Popcorn. That should be one of those AMC exclusive buckets. It's just Jorah.
Just like Joe's pecs.
And like you just kind of have to like grab.
You wear it. You wear it as like like it's like a carrier. You like walking like two big popcorn.
Oh man, I love
Andy,
this
you went
guy.
to bed at the wrong time.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. God, I love
man.
Joe. What a king.
Joe's the
What a
best.
king.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are happy.
Yeah, we're great. We're doing great. You saw he cleaned my mansion earlier.
Yeah, I
His
saw
little
that. Yeah,
maid
it's very
outfit.
nice. See, Scotty's got
saved
this
it.
little guest house that he records in. Then he goes out back into the actual
It's a mansion.
It's not just a mansion. It is like a compound. It's an entire thing. So anyway,
I tweeted today. I said, Jordan is playing Christmas music around the mansion and wearing a silly maid outfit. Do you think he needs a raise?" And the photo Joe decided to share was just so beautiful. Look at him. What a handsome
I love that he's like,
Oh.
you know what? Maid outfit.
right.
I got it. I got
Just
you right here.
No problem.
Perfection.
The best thing is, and the funny thing is, that tweet has got more likes and retweets than my own.
I wonder how many
original post.
people like know you guys don't actually live together in a mansion. That's the thing that I'm like. I think there's a lot of misinformation. People are like, like what the fuck? It's
God,
just
it's
yeah,
amazing.
like that's Scotty, and
Oh.
Joe. Yeah,
That's right.
They have a big mansion
Lovers.
right on the waterfront down there.
God, that's right.
New Orleans.
Oh, Michael McCoy laughing. Yeah, that's not weird at all. Send those to me. So please.
Wait, that is Bombadcast material, actually.
That
So
really is.
You're actually, as a patron, you're obligated to send it to.
You have no rights other than doing that.
It's in the fine print.
Let's play an old clip that we haven't had the opportunity to play in a minute. We've
Okay.
we've
What you
been
got?
lucky enough to be able to upload all of our clips back here. And I don't know. I'm just I'm feeling it right now. I'm very happy we did this tonight. Happy we could chat. Happy we
Yeah.
could talk. I just love this clip, and I think most people do as well.
Do you have a tail, or is that your hair in the back?
あ、ほら髪の毛と下に尻尾があります。わ
Hair and a tail. Wow. The best of both worlds.
あ、Thank you! 私の髪の毛と尻尾はとっても自慢の髪の毛と尻尾なんです。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, it really such a unique little character. It's mesmerizing. So anyway, I forgot the question.
I love
that he goes the mane or he goes hair and a tail. It's hair,
Nice.
right? He says hair and a tail.
The tail, yeah, nice.
Because he's talking about the ears, I think. But I love that
Uh-huh.
he's making, first of all, hair and tail, best of both worlds. Like that's a normal binary that like people in
Yes.
society like hair and tail. I got my hair, I got my tail. Oh my
This is what
god,
Brian sent. Look at the halo.
that
around
is
his
a
head, man.
that is a stock image waiting to happen.
It
That's
really
like Happy
is.
Podcaster. If you typed in Happy Podcaster to Getty Images, that's what pops up.
Podcaster.
It should be.
Oh my god! So look, Brian just sent me another one. Brian's on a roll right now. Look, more of Michael just laughing. I love this. He looks kind of sinister.
Michael,
now.
that sinister manipulator. Oh
yes,
man.
the
That man.
God, he's like me, but on Twitter. You know. Oh, look, another one of Michael. Man, Brian really does have some back Some back catalogs here. Look at this.
Wow,
This is
that is
amazing. I am saving
that's
all
impressive.
these. I think they're still coming. He said it more. Damn.
You're gonna have to just like make a collage.
a little weird.
and we'll start spamming Michael's phone
Yes.
with pictures of him, screenshots of him. So
Oh, it's
there's a door
amazing. Oh God, he's a great guy. One of our favorites. Really good friend of the show. Jerry, I don't think we have much else to talk about, to be honest with you. We can't
I
hype
need to
a
go to
few
bed.
things up. Yeah, I'm tired too. We can't hype a few things up. For example, I don't really think we can pull it off. We've already started recording this actual podcast, so we can't. But just stay on the lookout for something like this in a second. Hold on, let's see if I can even pull it off. Look at
Short
this.
form, something or
Some
other, maybe.
short
Who
form
knows?
content. Yeah, let's
I'm gonna go underneath the mic.
This is gonna be the new way to watch Bombadcast. We're gonna go on TikTok live. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
We haven't got that yet. Maybe one day.
Oh,
Jerry. His poor little baby neck.
I'm 35. My back. No, this is my back.
Your
This
back?
one. Yeah.
Regardless,
8 hours on a concrete floor today.
Ooh, it's back. You gotta wear them insoles for your shoes.
Yeah, gotta get them. Gotta get them, baby.
Gotta get them again. Anyway, I love you. I'm excited that we're doing this.
love you.
I'm looking forward to what we have in the future planned for Bombadcast. Some YouTube shorts are definitely coming your way. When there's a free weekend for us to record,
I will say thank y'all for, I know
yeah.
people will mention Hyperfocus every now and then. I'm sorry it's kind of been like on the back burner a little bit with kind of the holidays and everything. We'll make for sure its triumphant return in 2023 in January. So I will say, so not only the end of Willow, the beginning of Bad Batch, and almost coming to a couple months away from Mando. There's a lot of really good content to look forward to in January, Hyperfocus being one of them. So anyway, get ready,
100%.
kiddos. It's going to be great.
I can't wait. It's going to be
Going
badass.
blurry for some reason.
I'm glad to rock this world with you, Jerry. But
I'm ready to rock. Listen, I love you. We love all you people out there too. We really do. Most
Yep,
of
we
you
do.
who are watching right now are dear friends, and we love you.
And like I
So,
said, people on this screen, this would not be possible without you. I'm not even doing a bit here.
None of it.
Like, we couldn't have afforded this streaming software without you. And it's been quite useful. We're going to get some more use out of it, obviously, throughout the year. And we plan on doubling the amount of people on this screen by next year. So that's the plan. We're going to make it. We're going to freaking make that happen.
it go.
We need to bring more people in the Bombad family. We've had the
We're-
same family. I would say we've had some very little progress in viewers and new viewers. So we got to make sure we're getting. That's what the shorts are for, y'all. That's what the shorts are for. We need to
We're
hook
gonna
some
do the
more
shorts.
people.
We're gonna send you all propaganda, and we expect you all to go door knocking.
People
and
need
honestly,
more of this.
flyer. It's gonna be
Look.
this flyer, this on a flyer, and you have to go and like give it to
And
all the
this.
church ladies around your neighborhood.
Yes. People have to get this.
I mean, I just signed up the CEOs of the company I'm working for to watch this show. Like they subscribe to the
go.
show now. It's fine, I mean, come on,
Perfect.
you guys can do your part, please.
Tim Cook loves it. He's a CEO.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Beardless George, Drunk Scotty. I mean, they all love it. Willie,
Scotty's-
Willie just telling you to stay bomb. Like, there's so
Willie.
many people that
Oh, Willie.
enjoy this. And you know what? Before we leave, I gotta.
Holder Organa.
Yes, I gotta put this image up here. A year ago, we kicked this sorry. I almost said MFer's ass, but we did. We literally.
Yeah, we put the parental guidance thing up. We're good. We're good.
Yes. God, we almost kicked his.
Do we have? Listen. Do we have like that have sex clip? That's one of my favorite.
Oh,
clips.
I don't. I didn't put it on this. I didn't. I can. I'll find. Hold on. I might be able to
Listen, but
find
that
it right
that
now.
almost paints him into too much of a
light. Yeah.
a light. Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want him
They
painted in any sort of light.
No, we can't have him be glorified. His butthole's too nasty. I love that it made you laugh. his butthole is too nasty. It is.
Oof.
For those that don't
Wonder
know.
what's inside your butthole.
Butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I really want to
Inside your butthole, I
know.
really want to know. You
Well, I
don't wanna know.
forgot.
You don't want to know. No,
Not
no,
with him.
Jared.
Sick
No.
bastard. God bless him. I wonder if he's still watching.
this
We're
is
just bashing
derailing.
Jerry. This is bad. Anyway, you all have a great evening. Jerry, what should they do? We can put the little theme song and close this mofo out.
Oh wow, really? Oh cool. Okay. Sorry.
There's
I don't know.
this.
Stay Bombad.
Did you say impossible? Pasquale? Only kidding, Jackie. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share.
What is it? Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world when nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top,
and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer.
If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
come on, change. No message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah, I'm asking him to change his ways. Come on, change. No message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
Time for us to take a break, but we wouldn't dream of being gone for long. See you in a little bit.
Jared lost in trivia.